I'm gonna give you a little bit of a background. Um, to start, my name is Anna. I am Greek at the moment. I am living in Australia. Um, my background is Christian Orthodox, and that is a highly relational Christian community to grow in. It's more about the rituals. If you go and see what Greece is like. Um, this would be a video of how I became a Christian, an actual Christian. So I was working as a fitness instructor and a personal trainer in a resort, and it was very popular for people to do yoga. So since I had small education on yoga, I decided to do my yoga teacher training course, and it was wonderful and terrific, and the philosophy very peaceful. And the thing was though that um, while I was in that environment, I saw actually in a big like people, everything they would say it's true, they would accept it, and basically everyone would create their own truth. That would make me see that this is actually what people do in the world. But that was like an alarm for me to wonder, I mean, how can everyone accept that everything can be truth? And as it might sound an exaggeration, I'm asking you maybe to examine it. It might not hit you as hard as it hit me, but then if you examine it, you would see it even in small pieces, that the world has a tendency to create their own truth according to how it satisfies them. Um, so um, I was thinking at this time, I say that I'm a Christian, but I don't really know what it means. So at that time I had the feeling that the only one who could give me the answer of what the truth is and what it means to be a Christian was God. So I started praying again, and I was seeking the truth. And that was the only place that I was seeking the truth from. But I also started reading the Bible. To be honest, it didn't really tell me a lot. It didn't make me feel something in my spirit that some people might say. But the thing is that I knew what is in the Bible, so no one can actually make a new Jesus to me to sell me a lie. So at least I would know what my Bible would say. The Bible would say. So seeking the truth, that took me almost a year from the moment that I started to seek the truth and God, to actually accept uh, what it is, the gospel, and become a Christian, to make a decision to become a Christian. So in the meanwhile, while I was working, I was planning to go on my holidays after I finished my seasonal work vacation, but my grandmother passed away. And I was thinking, so since I'm Australian citizen and I haven't been there for years in Australia, I should go and visit my other grandmother who I haven't seen for 16 years, because you never know what happens. So as much as it might sound as a cliche, um, it all started in the airplane. You know, like a joke, how someone can evangelize even in the airplane. So there was this guy who was sitting next to me, and he told me a few things. Then while I was in Adelaide, I had a dream of Jesus that I had beneath, and I didn't remember that were biblical verses, and he said that he is the truth and he is the way, and that stayed with me. That didn't still get the answer, but I knew that I was in the right direction until I went to Brisbane to visit my uncle, and he asked me directly, Anna, where do you think you're going, heaven or hell? And I gave the answer that most people that don't really know what the gospel is about, I think heaven. I'm not going to explain what the gospel is saying at this time, but he explained what faith is, what grace is, and what works are, and all the relationship between all of them together. I would say that as a new Christian, you have many questions and many things might not make sense, but this is a good start to start spending more time in the Bible and seeking God. That was the time that I decided I was going to be a Christian, but that wasn't the time that I was born again. Because born again is when your actions tell you that you have actually been regenerated and being a Christian. When you actually don't seek your old sinful ways, but you are made new in Christ, and you're seeking to live a life Christ-like.